Hello, my friends. Katie Day with the Moving to Texas team here with Andrea Sanchez for another episode of the Moving to Texas podcast. What's up?
Good evening, Katie. How are you?
I am well. I don't really know why we're doing pleasantries with each other when we've basically spent the past 2 days together.
That is true. We've been
Um,
touring the burbs for the past 2 days.
yeah, we were out in Fulshire together. We were out in Katy together. We were up in Montgomery together.
Mhm.
So yeah, hold on one second. My dog has locked herself in the bathroom and is clawing at the door and whining. So just carry on, Andrea. Talk a little bit about what's going on in Houston. I'll be right back.
All right. So, Houston, let's talk about what's going on while Katie rescues Noodle from the locked doors. So, this week, we've actually seen an uptick. Listings have started to go up in case you have not noticed. We are no longer at 1 month of inventory or 1.3 months or 1.5 months of inventory. We've got some listings out there. We're seeing some changes in the market, which the market is starting to stabilize. There's more inventory available, right?
Wonderful. There is more inventory available. We have been seeing that slight climb of inventory every single week. Um, let's just kick off with some news. Let's just jump right into it. You
Mm,
ready? You ready
yes.
for this? All right.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. All right. First article I've got up is three three Houston area zip codes ranked among the hottest in the country for real estate. Do you have any idea what cities they're in before I pull this up?
I mean, I would automatically say Katy off the bat.
Okay. Any
Katy is
others?
on up, and then Cyprus for sure.
All right. I don't. Did you actually look at the articles that I sent over to you, or are you just
I
guessing?
did, but I already knew that because of the expansion and the growth. I would have thought though Sugarland and surrounding Sugarland would have been on that list.
All right. Well, let's pull up. Let's share my screen here and go over these numbers. So, three Houston zip codes ranked among the hottest in the country for real estate, according to a recent analysis by Open Door. So, Open Door took a look at MLS data to determine where the most homes went under contract within the first or within 90 days during the first half of the year. It found 77494 and 77493 out there in Katy. And then the 77433 in Cyprus were three of the top 10 areas in the country for housing transactions. Cyprus's first appearance in the list top 10. What
That's
are your thoughts?
surprising. I can definitely see Cyprus though. I'm surprised this is the first time that they've popped up in the top 10. That particular zip code has so much growth right now. New neighborhoods, there's so many new neighborhoods. That's also the zip code where Bridgeland is located.
Yep.
So the expansion of Bridgeland, the neighborhoods that are being built that are surrounding Bridgeland, and I mean there's a lot happening out there.
One thing that I'm interested to see in Bridgeland is the townhomes.
I'm excited for those. That's Highland that's building those townhomes.
Highland Homes is building townhomes, and like I mean, you know this. I'm not personally. I like the suburbs for our clients. I know that a lot of our team lives in the suburbs. I enjoy living in city center Houston, like not city center Memorial, but like the center of the city in downtown, right? But I love Highland Homes. If I move to the burbs, Danny Day, I'm calling you to buy a Highland home. So, you heard it here first.
I hear it from you quite a bit. Every time we hit a Highland home, you always talk about the kitchen.
They have really like. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up just to show everyone what a Highland home kitchen looks like. This isn't one of my favorites, but this is pretty nice. I should just have all this stuff screenshotted for slides, but oh no, it's moved. Hold on. All right, so that's like the bar. A lot of them have bars. Like, look at that bathroom, but the kitchens are really like the money. Like, look at that.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
They've got a lot of double ovens. I like that a lot of them on the first floor have super high ceilings,
Yep.
and things like that. But I feel like we're getting away from the initial point of
Look at that.
Bridgeland being the community that has
The Highland.
a lot of these sales, right?
Yep. So the
Um,
Highland townhomes. Have you seen some of the pictures that are floating around out there of these homes as they're being built and the design,
the renderings and everything. Yeah. No,
yes.
they look awesome. I'm really excited for them. I can't wait till they're done. I probably am like stalking Danny, the Highland rep out there in Bridgeland, of like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, still pre-sale. Like, all right, cool, man. We totally want to do a spotlight when they're done. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I think that it's like a good price point, right? Like below the 500, 600, 700, 800K homes in Bridgeland, for people to have a little bit more affordable entry level home.
Yep. And they're going to be, so square footage on these, I think, is like close to 2,000 square feet,
Okay.
a little bit less. But I mean, the price point for these homes is amazing, even though they're the townhome. They look really nice. I've seen some other townhomes by some different developers that just impressed me out here in the area. And the location of these townhomes, so they're going to be right by the Bridgeland Town Center, which is going to be the new thing that they're building out there. So I think getting in pre-sale for those is going to be key.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Once it's over, once it's built, resale value is going to be great.
So some of the other zip codes that are up there, we've got 77494 and 77493. Other Texas, we've got New Braunfels and Leander, as well as Forney, right? And then the other ones are Tennessee, Florida, Oklahoma, Georgia, right? So a lot of Texas on the list. And when you look at 77494 and 493, that's also another zip code that I feel like when you look at where it's located, you're like, oh yeah, there's a ton of new construction over there. So sharing my screen here, like 494 is down here. So you've got Cross Creek Ranch, which some of that, falls into 494. Some of it doesn't. What else do we have over here? The Pulte Homes, Trails of Katy over here. Yeah, there's so much going on down here south of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, I mean, Cinco Ranch has always been popular. And 77493, for those of you that don't know, is the same area just north of 10. And there's a ton going on over here.
Yeah, north of 10 is growing a
Sunterra, yeah, all the communities. So yeah, no, lot of growth happening there. I was a little surprised to not see Sugarland on there, but I mean, I think, it kind of is what it is. They said that some of the other top zip codes on the list were also 77449, which is kind of just west of that, Katy area, just north of 10. Yep. And then 77346 in Humble, which I thought was interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dino D, they spelled Katy wrong, but yeah, that it is named after me. That is true. So I appreciate you recognizing that. Yeah. So any other thoughts on demand, thoughts on those zip codes, anything like that?
I'm just excited to see the growth. I mean, I live very close to that,
very close
zip code, very close to that zip code. So I'm pretty excited to see the growth and what it's bringing to the area. A lot of businesses are also driving this growth. A lot of businesses are expanding out there off the Grand Parkway. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, speaking of things that are closer to you out there, is what's going on in Hockley.
Oh my gosh.
So 394 acre gated community, 44 miles northwest of downtown Houston. Stallion Lakes is going to feature 1 and 2 story houses on oversized lots ranging anywhere from 1.5 to 3.5 acres. All of the homes in the community can be built by one of 5 custom home builders. They're going to have private concrete streets, natural gas and fiber optic cable, 5 lakes and jogging trails. What else? Here's a picture of a horse. And so, yeah, you're going to be building on your lot. They'll have homes built that you can also build. I mean, these communities are popular around Houston, right? Like, I think a lot of the gated larger communities, I'm trying to see if there's anything else really on the website. Okay, there's not really a ton on their website, but this is big. I mean, we were talking about this the other day, and the amount of new construction that's happening out out that way is pretty significant. What are your thoughts?
It is. There's so much that's happening out in the Hockley area. Um, we think about Hockley and even like Fairfield and Cypress. We used to call Fairfield Farfield, right? It used to be so far, but now there's so much growth in the Hockley area. Moving up towards not College Station, but what's that city right there? Oh my God, what is that next city up? Hockley from on 290 coming up. It's on the tip of my tongue, but just moving up 290
Ryan?
on the Bucky's. No, like not that far out. Hempstead. So
Oh, yep.
Hempstead, Hockley, the growth in these areas is huge. And again, it's being driven by so many people moving, to Texas as a whole.
Yeah.
And the desire to have more land per se, but still have those conveniences. And the companies and the big, corporations that are moving out to Texas and to that general area because there's a lot of room to grow and build.
Yeah, I mean, and I think one of the biggest things too, with Hockley is like, before when Cypress wasn't so built out, it was like, yeah, you're really out there, 45 miles from downtown. That's, 45 minutes to an hour and a half outside of downtown, depending on traffic, right?
Right.
But when you think about it, as far as, well, what do you think about it as far as when you think about it as far as like Cypress having, all of the grocery and shopping and outlets and bars and restaurants and like, I know we joke about like, oh, you can go to TGI Fridays or Chili's. Like there's a lot of great restaurants in Cypress. And we're starting to see that push further and further out. Right. So I think that you do have options, out there.
Yep. And you're starting to find a lot of these hidden gems like that are in Hempstead or that are in, further in Waller. These restaurants that are popping up that all the locals knew about, but so many people are moving this direction. They're growing and I mean, they're getting that business, which is also great too. So it helps the area and the growth. I mean, personally, I don't mind the drive because 290 is right here. So I'm straight on the freeway. The express lane starts up near the Grand Parkway.
Yeah, it's not far.
I'm in a rush, I can easily get on that express lane, pay the $5, same thing like the Katy tollway, pay that $5 and get into town within 30 minutes. It's really nice.
Andrea also does drive a little bit fast. So if any cops are listening, just don't follow any white cars coming from Hockley to Houston. As far as price range, from what I've seen, they're 600s to 1.2, 1.5 million. For like the spec homes that they're already building. But I think a lot of it also is going to be like, hey, pick out a lot, pick out a builder, and like you kind of do it yourself. And that tends to add up because you're then, customizing everything. But yeah. As far as pricing in Houston, so we're definitely seeing price decreases. We still saw an increase year over year in both the median and average sales price for the month of June, because we're in July now. So that kind of is the actual ending sales prices are still increasing on a year over year basis as of last month. What we are seeing a lot more of is price decreases. And I think a lot of that has to do with people that are over eager in pricing their property. Their neighbor's home sold for 500, so they list for 550 when they should have listed maybe for 480, 490, or 500. So we're definitely seeing a lot of agents, and sellers improperly pricing homes right now. So we'll see how things continue to shake out. I think that there may be a little bit of slowing, or no, I definitely think there's going to be a little bit of slowing as far as appreciation goes. But as far as depreciation, we haven't seen any yet. But Austin prices shot up so significantly over the past 2 years. We had, about 15% price appreciation year over year, and they had like probably 50. I'm kidding, but
that's insane though.
All right. So I haven't looked at this. So I'm going to share my screen, and I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to give mine obviously as well. But the Houston Chronicle came out with 20 game-changing developments coming to Houston in 2023 and beyond. So are you ready for this?
I am. I've looked at it.
Oh, damn. All right. Talk me through it. All right. So 20 things. Shaping the Houston landscape, bunch of stuff. All right. Memorial City Mall transformation. Ooh,
Yeah.
27-acre mixed-use town center planned for Memorial City Mall at Berry Knoll and Gessner.
Mhm.
I'm a fan. I like this.
I do too. Now, what are they going to do with the original mall, though?
No, this is just west of it, I think. Is this? Oh, wait.
So
Okay.
it's at Berry Knoll and let me see.
So construction will start in 2023 and end in 2025. They're going to bring more restaurants, boutiques, national retail brands. I thought that they were getting rid of something because I do remember hearing about this, and basically rehabbing. So I don't think they're getting rid of the mall, but I think that it's this like, and honestly, like, who really even goes to Memorial City Mall? People go to like the restaurants right off of 10, and then people go to City Center or the shops right next to City Center, right? Like I don't know anyone that's like, comment or raise your hand if you've been to Memorial City Mall in the last 12 months. Like, you have?
I have, but it was to either go to Target or to return something to a store that I bought online, and I didn't want to deal with the post office, so I just went to the mall and took it back.
Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, they're going to redevelop 150,000 square feet within the mall eventually, which would be updated entrance, facade, and green space.
Okay.
Ooh, a new cruise terminal. Royal Caribbean is putting in a $125 million modern terminal at okay, fine, JP. JP went to the mall on Monday. Thank you.
Monday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. David Outlaw also went to the mall. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, who goes to malls these days? All right, new cruise terminal. David, I'd like to know what you think of the new cruise terminal. But spanning 170,000 square feet, Royal Caribbean is putting in a new $125 million terminal at the Port of Galveston. I think this is good.
I like it.
Which, I mean, I would think that this then might equal nicer boats coming to Galveston.
It's Royal Caribbean, so it's already a little bit nicer. But then you're probably going to have some larger boats, more frequent cruises, multiple itineraries. We only have a couple of itineraries out of Galveston that go to the Bahamas.
And most of them are on Carnival.
There's one or two out of Royal Caribbean. Carnival, I don't know.
Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Caribbean.
If you are listening, please comment if it's Caribbean or Caribbean.
It's Caribbean. So.
Oh, yeah. No, perfect. It'll serve as the home for the Royal Oasis class of vessels. And they will have a Allure of the Seas, which I think, if I remember correctly, I think that Allure of the Seas has been around. Yeah, Royal Caribbean is much nicer.
Caribbean.
All right. New cruise terminal on track to open by November. So you could go on Caribbean. Okay, wait, Caribbean. I think everyone's agreeing with me, Andrea.
Caribbean.
Okay. So the new cruise terminal is on track to open by November. Andrea, let's stay focused on the slide on the screen. By November. So that's cool. That'll be good. Probably end of year.
Is when David Outlaw's birthday is. I see a cruise in the future for David Outlaw and me. Maybe a birthday present.
That'd be cute. New concert venue, a 12,500 seat concert venue. Officials have described as the biggest economic news in 30 years, will now take over the now closed Gulf Greyhound Park in Lamarck. That kind of rhymes. It was shut down in 2020 after 29 years in business. It was one of the last remaining dog racing tracks in the state, which I think is good that they shut that down. But that's huge for Lamarck.
Yeah, for that area. It's
because, I mean, like, you either go downtown, you go to the Woodlands, or you go to Sugarland.
Mm-hmm.
So I always love these renderings. They're like, let's put these happy people walking around. All right. It's going to be called the JMK5 Arena. Oh, a Las Vegas style concert venue.
Oh,
but we don't know when it's coming. So it's going to be Gaudy. All right. Tim Hortons for our Canadians, setting roots down in Texas with 30 new restaurants planned for the state, including 10 in the Houston area in the next 3 years. Set to open in Katy this August. Spring, Northwest Houston, the Woodlands, Sugarland, Rosenberg, Energy Corridor, Westview, and Tomball. We are going to have to do an entire vlog, not even neighborhood spotlight, but an entire vlog on this, where we eat donuts and drink coffee. Are you in?
I'm in. I've never heard of Tim Hortons,
It's the
but
most Canadian, like it's the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada.
okay. Okay. I'm down for it.
Yeah, it's so I mean, like obviously, like Stephen Kim and Brad McCallum, like this
Mhm.
is basically like you have a kid in the hospital and like the kid comes out with a Tim Hortons cup in their hand.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Tim Hortons and hockey sticks, and maple syrup. They're yeah.
Timbits.
The problem is I actually have never had Tim Hortons because I went to Canada for the first time a couple months ago. Remember when I went to Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing 75 hard, so I wasn't eating dessert or sugar. So they had donuts in the morning for everyone, and I couldn't eat any. So I couldn't even try them. And they even had the frosted sprinkled donuts that are, my kind of my favorite.
Oh man.
So
That sucks.
all right.
Well, your chance is coming.
I'm excited. We're going to do an entire vlog. All right. Houston Zoo expansion, $70 million state of the art exhibit, Galapagos Islands. Is that how I say it? Galapagos?
Galapagos. Galapagos. I don't know.
I was like, you were definitely messing with me. Scheduled to open this year. Supply chain issues have disrupted it, and it should be debuted in early 2023. I don't love zoos, but I think this is cool.
I'm excited for this. I like to go. So have you ever been to the after hours, the zoo after hours, where it's all an adult party where they light up, they have all the lights out. There's the breweries there.
Yeah.
I've done that once before and I thought that was really fun. So I'm pretty excited about this one.
I just don't love like the concept of zoos in general.
True.
Like just let them run free. But look at this little guy. How cute is that little seal? Is that a seal? Water seal?
That is a seal.
All right. It's going to, oh, holy moly. It's going to span 2.5 acres and it will have a penguin habitat.
Okay.
Okay. I'm pretty into this. That's cool. I mean, look at how happy these people are. Oh, I thought this was an actual lizard. Those are pretend sculptures. It's like, man, that's you really get in there. All right. So yeah, updating the Houston Zoo. Here's actual pictures of them doing it. Houston Lagoons. These have become so popular in a lot of the master plan communities. Land Tejas has 2 lagoons in Humble and Texas City already, with 2 more planned for Sharon and Katy in Sun Terra. And then, man, there are typos abundant in this thing. So yeah, Houston Lagoons, those are cool. I don't know.
I like them.
Do you know anyone that lives in like any of the Land Tejas communities or like Balmoral or any places with a lagoon?
I believe I do have somebody that lives in Balmoral.
Do they ever like actually go hang out?
No.
No. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think they look cool, I know that when the one opened down south, a lot of people would like they like invited a bunch of influencers out to like announce it or whatever. So like I saw like people like that I followed on Instagram going to it, but yeah.
So they sell to the one in Texas City. They sell day passes to that now. It's like it's just like a water park basically.
Which and it's like if like I lived there, I'd be like pass, right? Like
yeah,
that's cool. Stand up paddleboard. This looks like this is like a pretend pool bar or something. I don't know. So I like it. Oh,
there's your donuts.
I do love a good donut. What's your favorite donut?
Shipleys.
Is it? What's your no? But like, what's your favorite? Like your go-to? Just a plain glazed?
There's 2. There's either the plain glazed or the Bavarian filled.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a donut says a lot about people.
What does my choice in donuts say about me, Katie?
So Shipleys headquarters, they have plans to open an new headquarters at the former Finger Furniture Warehouse at Gulf Freeway at Cullen Boulevard, which is right kind of near me. 60,000 square foot building will house more than 200 Houston-based employees and will serve as a training center for franchisees with a drive-through in the middle of the building that will provide a behind-the-scenes look at Shipley's operations. Damn, that's cool. Thanks for asking, Andrea. My favorite donut is a chocolate frosted sprinkle donut.
You didn't give me a chance.
Yeah, thank you.
But I already knew you like the frosting, the sprinkles. So
chocolate frosting. I will eat the strawberry, like the Homer Simpson, but I like the chocolate frosted better.
Okay.
All right.
Noted.
Noted. All right. Is Molly Center an architectural jewel for Houston? 11 acres at the southeast corner of Allen Parkway and Montrose Boulevard. A place for worship and a hub for culture and education events. This looks cool.
That does.
It's interesting to me, the revitalization that's happening in Montrose right now. Because like we've got, this happening right in the Montrose area. The Regent Square, like, have you driven down Westheimer in the past like 6 months?
Yep.
It's crazy. Like the buildings that have gone up.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I get it. Like it's prime location, it's prime real estate in inner city Houston, but it's also kind of sad because like I liked 10 years ago, and I'm sure you can even commiserate more because you've lived here longer. Like you drive down, it's like all like cool houses with funky colors that are bars and restaurants, and like now it's just like these like massive buildings.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like you drive by there 2 weeks before and just your normal day to day, you're thinking everything's the way it was 10 years, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. And then 2 weeks later, you're driving by and like, when did this come up? Where did this come from? When did they start? Like, it's insane.
Yeah, it's happening more and more for me. Like when I'm driving around like Washington Avenue, Midtown Montrose area, like I'm like, I drive around this area a lot. And like, where did this building come from? Right. And like, clearly it's more than 2 weeks, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it feels that way sometimes for sure. All right. We are almost done. TMC3, Texas Medical Center's new project. $1.8 billion first phase with 950,000 square feet of research space, a hotel, and a residential tower. This is cool.
Where exactly is this going to be at in the medical center?
Just but down, like, so this is the bayou here, right?
Okay.
It's like just south of the med center. So like you see how these buildings are like kind of like imaginary.
Yep.
So it's down like kind of south of the med center.
Okay.
So like I think this might actually be like pretend downtown.
Oh wow. Oh.
So and then this is existing TMC, right? That's the bayou. So yeah, basically it's going to be a ton of event space, mixed use stuff for healthcare. I mean, and I think this is great just to continue to diversify Houston's economy, right? And then across from another building, they're building a 700,000 square foot campus.
Wow.
With hotel rooms, residential, all that. So yeah, this is like.
And it's supposed to resemble the double helix.
This in the middle.
Wow. Okay.
That'll probably be pretty cool from above.
Yeah.
What stinks is like we would never be able to actually fly a drone over there to like get shots of it.
That is true.
But all right. Perry. Opening more restaurants in.
Let's see.
Oh wait, is this a new? It says it's opening several Houston restaurants.
It's a flagship location that's going to open in spring 2023.
Oh, isn't there a Pelly?
Pelly is the original Pelly.
All right. Well, that looks good.
That does actually.
One of my favorite things to eat is a crispy French fry.
Oh yeah.
All right. Levitt Green, underway just by the Med Center, 53-acre campus. Down east of the Med Center. Man, the Med Center is just blowing up. The largest medical center in the world gets bigger.
What do we have next? More of Levitt Green.
Yeah, restaurants overlooking a lake, outdoor garden, fitness center. Yeah.
No announcement though on timeline or
Yeah.
plans.
It's going to happen.
Just don't know when.
Mixed use development off of Discovery Green, downtown.
Mm-hmm.
28-story office tower, apartments, restaurants, retail, and green space. I like it.
Yeah.
It's always crazy to me when they put up more towers in downtown.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. Look at how little those people look. All right. East River. We've been talking about East River for a while. Over there off of Clinton and Hirsch in East Downtown. $2.5 billion, 150-acre mixed-use development, transforming the Fifth Ward and Buffalo Bayou. Expected to finish completion in 2023, phase one.
That's the first phase. Yeah.
But yeah, 15 to 20 years, mix of apartments, office space, restaurants, retail, medical, and entertainment. This is going to be really cool. Live Fourth at Fourth is already over there. The apartment community. The Maritime Museum's moving over here. There's going to be a golf course over here. So like this is going to completely change the East End and Fifth Ward, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting too.
The Print House. Oh, I like it. Mixed use commercial offering, taking over the Post building in Edo, down there off of Polk Street, or not. What's that street called? Emancipation. They moved their offices into the building in April. Yet another thing. I drive by the street every single day. I did not know that they moved their building. So this is where the CVS is, over the new CVS in Edo.
CVS right there by Polk, Emancipation and Polk.
Okay, I was right on Polk. Yeah, Emancipation
on Polk and Emancipation.
Yeah. So look at these happy people eating dinner.
She looks so happy.
I feel like they just like randomly photoshopped people into this restaurant. But all right. New tower being put up in the Galleria. 43-story residential, retail, and office tower.
Wow.
Doesn't have a name yet. I wonder how much naming rights for this tower would be. We'll have to see if we can afford it. Probably not. Edison Cultural Arts Center.
Okay. Fuquay and Hillcroft. Huh. All right.
Opening in 2023. It will also have, it already has apartments, which offering affordable housing, and then an art center. Autry Park by Buffalo Bayou Park, around Allen Parkway in Montrose, with mixed-use development. Yeah, this is another thing that I was thinking about earlier when I was talking about the Sovereign Square in Montrose area.
Yeah.
Hanover Park View. Hanover builds a nice apartment.
I saw this next one. I was pretty excited for this next one.
I'm sure you were. McIntyre's. Oh, were you going to go to Did you go to Webster often?
No, but if I'm in the area.
Okay. That would be their third location. It looks like they also are going to open up one in the San Antonio area as well. Oh, holy moly. Webster on the map. Great Wolf Lodge.
Yep.
Dang. I know that a lot of families love to go to Great Wolf Lodge. Cool.
There's a lot happening.
Spaceport. How many things are on this? All right. Houston Spaceport additions for Ellington Airport. Adding additional jobs. That's it. Cool. Well, that is all some very exciting stuff that is coming to the Houston area. I'm excited that your favorite thing on that entire list is that there's a McIntyre's coming to something that's 50 miles from your home.
That was not my favorite thing on the list.
Well, what are you most excited about?
Caribbean port.
Do you go on cruises?
That's in the plans.
You sound very eager about that.
I'm actually pretty excited to start planning my first cruise. I'm not a cruise person. I just don't like the thought of being stuck on a boat, but I'm starting to plan my first cruise because David Outlaw influenced me and kind of showed me I need to take a cruise.
I mean, I know you were kind of joking earlier. If for those of you that don't know, David Outlaw on our team and Andrea Sanchez share a birthday. David normally goes on a cruise for his birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys could hop on a Royal Caribbean cruise together.
Royal Caribbean sounds great.
If you're gonna, so like if I'll just impart some wisdom on you here real quick. If you're gonna do a cruise, I definitely would go for a more expensive one. Like you're no longer 20, so like doing the like, oh, let's pack 15 people into it, or 4 people into a Carnival cruise room for $200 a person, like isn't.
No.
You would hate it. You would hate it.
I could imagine. I've seen videos and no.
Yeah. What's fun about a lot of those, I did one of those when I was in my 20s. That's why I say that with such such concern and enthusiasm. But is there bunk beds? So like you imagine like a bunch of 20-year-old girls going on a cruise together, mid-20s. Like some of the girls, like once it got like further into the cruise, they were just like, didn't want to climb on the bunk bed, so they just end up sleeping on the floor. Like it was just a mess.
Oh my god! No,
so
no,
yeah, no.
Well, let's move a little.
Well, I'm excited for Tim Hortons. I'm excited for the new developments around the medical center. Not that our med center needs much to be improved upon, but it's always cool to see continued growth. And I think that a lot of this is going to bring a lot of jobs and continue to diversify our economy. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm excited about the Memorial City area. I mean, that area is already pretty great, so I'm just like really excited to see how it's going to change even more and how much better it's going to get.
Yeah, for sure. No, and it's all different areas of town too, which I think is kind of cool. All right, that's all we've got for today. Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
No thoughts. We're both just like, it's been a long week and it's only Wednesday. All right, cool. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you all for listening and watching, and we will see you back here next week.
Bye.